What is the breakdown of religions in the country?
75% of the Russian community is Orthodox Christian.
Orthodox Christianity in Russia is said to have been founded by Apostle Andrew. In legends, it says St. Andrew reached the future location of Kiev and predicted the foundation of a great new city. In just 2 centuries, the religion stretched out to Siberia and Alaska and even into United States, California.
8% of the population is atheist. 5% of Russia is Islamic.
Islam is one of the most widely professed religions in Russia. Islam is considered as one of Russia's traditional religions, legally a part of Russian historical heritage. According to a poll by the Russian Public Opinion Research Center, 6% of respondents consider themselves Muslims. There are over 5,000 registered religious Muslim organizations in Russia. Kazan has a large Muslim population, probably the second after Moscow's urban group of the Muslims and the biggest indigenous group in Russia, and is home to the Russian Islamic University in Kazan, Tatarstan.
Only 1% of the Russian community is Jewish. Judaism is one of the 4 most traditional religions in Russia. It has spread mainly in the large cities. The numbers of Jews in Russia is about 1 million. All the other religions make up about 3% of the Russian population, including Catholicism, Protestantism, and Buddhism.
Professor Danielle, could you explain to us the doctrine of religion in Russia?
Well, Margaret, it all began in the 10th century when Prince Vladimir I made Christianity the official religion of Russia. This lasted for about 1,000 years, and the Russian Orthodox Church was the country's dominant religious institution. Then, in 1917, religious institutions suffered because communists took over. The Constitution of the former Soviet Union granted religious freedom to all citizens. So, my knowledgeable student, why don't you tell me about some of the things I've taught you throughout the year?
Well, sure, you taught me a lot about the doctrine. I learned that during World War II, Christian beliefs were permitted, and during the 19th century, Jews suffered discrimination in Russia because of Stalin and Nazis in World War II. In the 1930s, the Soviet government established Yevroyskaya as a Jewish autonomous province. The current religious doctrine is the Russian Constitution, which enables freedom of religion. Denise, tell me what role religion plays in the lives of Russian people.
Well, Margaret, once you become more acquainted with Russian culture, you will realize the large role that religion plays in Russian societies. All visitors to Orthodox churches, including those who do not adhere to the Orthodox faith, must be respectful. And this can be difficult. It is necessary to get the blessing of a church hierarch to build a new temple. Once it is constructed, a new church or temple is consecrated in honor of Jesus Christ.
So tell me, Denise, is religious conflict an aspect of culture in Russia?
Well, Margaret, as you may have heard, the conflict between Russia and the West over Ukraine has begun to affect that country's Jews in an unexpected way, requiring local communities to grapple with a religious issue no one would have suspected would have any connection to geopolitics. Rabbis affiliated with the Congress of Jewish Religious Organizations convened in Moscow this week to discuss, among other topics, how to handle the influx of sabbatical produce from Israel, the consumption of which poses a number of challenges for observant Jews. The Congress, also known as KEROOR, Kiror, represents a range of religious communities.